I have been working in the fields since I was a kid, harvesting different crops. I heard about Immokalee back in Mexico. People were talking about if you go to Immokalee, you are gonna earn $70 a day. And that was just a flat out lie of recruiters trying to just bring people with those false pretenses. Working in the fields, it's mainly Latino workers and Haitian workers. The industry wants immigrant workers because they feel that they can take advantage of us.
In Immokalee, at the height of the pandemic, state government did absolutely nothing to protect these workers. In fact, the state government in Florida even prevented contact tracing because if they found people who had COVID, they'd have to remove them from the workforce. The idea was, let's not know who's sick and get as much harvested as possible.
You know, we're feeding the country, so our work is essential. But we as people were treated as disposable.
Good morning.
Here we go. Ham and cheese.
Thank you. No, this is great. Appreciate it. Thank you. At the beginning of the pandemic, we were fearful what we were going to face. And all of a sudden, we had people testing positive in our clinics here. Almost all of our contact tracing pointed back to the Tyson meatpacking plant. So this is the Tyson plant. Tyson's is one of the larger employers here. They bring income and they provide jobs. You don't want to alienate them. But our disease surveillance officer, public health director, and myself went into that plant. We saw people working elbow to elbow and reaching over the top of each other, and no masks, no regulation, no real concerted policy on how to protect each other. And then we're hearing from people that, you know, they're stepping back off the line, puking on the floor, going right back to work. We walked out of there, all of us just going, oh my God, this is horrible. We are in so much trouble. By the end of the month, they had 1,300 positives out of 2,500 employees. And then it started to seep out of the plant into our community. You know, we had exponential increases in the numbers of deaths by day, not by week, not by month, but by day. We wanted the 10 to 14 day shutdown of the plant, but Tyson made it very clear to us that it just wasn't going to happen.
The meatpacking industry was worried that local public authorities were going to shut down their slaughterhouses. So John Tyson wrote a letter that was published in newspapers across the United States, raising a fear that we might start running out of meat. And then the meatpacking companies went to the president to keep their slaughterhouses open.
We're working with Tyson. We are. We're going to sign an executive order today, I believe.
2 days after the Tyson letter, the Trump administration issued an order under the Defense Production Act to ensure that the plants would keep running. So the industry got the President of the United States to do exactly what it wanted. It even helped write the executive order that he issued. It's a total perversion of the Defense Production Act to use it to allow a company to do what it wants to do. The whole point of the act is to force companies to do things they might not want to do to serve the American public.